you with Iona and with ink with Iona. Now tonight I'm going to make a card. I don't usually make cards on Wednesday night, but I am going to concentrate on this Moonlight flora suite and everything that is in it. So it's going to be a little bit of an experiment, but we'll see how it goes. I'll probably be changing my ideas as I move along. But here we are. So it's in the Stampin Up May to August 2026 catalogue, and it's on page 34. So there's a few ideas I've got here using the different die cuts and stamps, but I am also thinking about other ideas I've seen from different demonstrations. So let's get on with it. I'm going to do something simple first off. Okay, so I thought they've got such lovely paper, and in this DSP, it's got basic black, berry burst, golden glow, sea meadow, old olive, peaceful pine, pecan pine, secret sea, soft sea foam. Now golden glow and peaceful pine are the new colours, and they stay the in colours for 2 years. Okay, so tonight I am just anticipating what I will use. So I wasn't sure whether I'd use the golden glow card or it's on there. But I'm thinking this is probably a bit more, sort of emphasises the flowers a little bit more. And then I had to think about what kind of card was I going to use, because there's old olive, peaceful pine and mossy meadow. So I sort of tried each of those. I thought, I don't know if I like that. And that is a little bit bluer than I want it to be. And the mossy meadow is, I'm thinking that's probably the best one. But what I'm going to do first is cut out the actual, I put all this stuff, cut out the actual DSP first and then see from there, because it may change my thoughts about it. Thinking mossy meadow at the moment, but that might not be right depending on how I cut it out. So I'm going to cut out, how am I going to do it? Yeah, I'm going to cut it at 14.5 and 10, so it's 5 millimeters around the outside, and then I'm going to cut. I might cut it like this, and I'm just thinking whether I'll do a bigger around the outside or just like that. And I might do it skinny, so I'm just going to make it 5 millimeters smaller. And I'm going to concentrate on this part here. So I'm going to cut the whole lot out, and then I'm going to try and pick out a fern. Oh, what am I doing? Doing it the opposite way than I'm needing to. So I need to make it 9.5. Sorry, that was a bit silly. And 13.9. Now I'm going to move it up further. Move it down. So I'm going to cut it so I get this part in here. Just a little bit. And cross like that. I might be able to use that on something else. And so then little bit of that golden glow flower and also the white, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've got that sorted. Make sure I've got it right. Yes. And now I'm going to look at the green. Okay, so we've got this fern in here that looks like it is old olive. So do we want to use that? Yeah, we could use that. Could be that one too, but I'm not that keen on it. Let's try mossy meadow. You know what? I'm going to try mossy meadow still. Should I? Should I not? Let's have a look. So that sort of brightens it up, and this kind of makes it a bit more moody. Decisions. Okay, let's see. Well, we could always make one of each. So let's make one of each, and then you can see when it's finished what it looks like. Okay, so let's cut up our card base. 14.9, and it's half of an A4. So you can either score halfway, or you can just line it up like I'm doing. Push it into the side of the trimmer, and then press it down like that. Just going to get it on there. So put it on like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue it down onto the golden glow. Oops, squish it out. So it's quite good with glue. You can just sort of push it along a little bit just to get it evened up. And I'm not sure if I cut it straight. Just push it down. Okay. So I might pop it up on dimensions for this. But before I do that, I am going to have a look at putting some white details on there. What do you think? It sort of replicates that, but it's not really big enough. That possibly, but I'm thinking I'm going to do those little butterfly, those moths again. So let's get those out. And what did I do with my paper? My white paper. The white, where did you go to? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to use, what I use, black or Secret Sea? I might use Secret Sea again. Alright, so let's get organised over here, there. So what I'm going to do is just stamp these onto the white card and cut them out and then pop them on. So it's just the a little bit of detail that's popping out. I'm going to do 2 lots and just see. I only need 1 of them. And clean this off. I haven't actually thought of a sentiment yet, but we can do that soon. Okay, so I'll use my little thing. Actually, I'll use my big one. And then we won't waste that card. Here we go. So just line it up so there's no white around the edges. And the other. So I'm just going to do a few and then just see how it appears. So it's quite good if you can, just going to pop that one down there too. It's quite good if you can use a lot of the different dies and stamps in your set. So just a sec, and we'll get that cut out. And what has come to this? Okay, so I'm just going to take this side off first. Oopsie daisies. Going to rip and pull that out. I'll set it up with the other one. Get it off there. Oh, I'm going to have to do that one at a time. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. So with this cutout here, I had to put a little bit of scrim underneath. That's just a little bit of card because it wasn't quite cutting down the middle, and that's sometimes how you can sort that out. And don't lose those. 2, 3, and we put a sentiment on it. Shall I try this again? Why not? No. What does this say? I can't see what it says. You're an amazing friend. I'll put that on. Put something across the middle. Just put something small there. Thanks. Thanks. What's it saying there? I can't see what this says. Light. Where is the... Oh, it's here. Sincere thanks. Okay, let's just do that. Not quite sure whether I like that or not. What if I put across the middle here? I think that's too big. So I'm just going to go and have a look to see if I've got any others. The fabulous sayings from the product of the month in January. Okay, so to your fabulous friends, so that's going to be go across here like that. That'd be cool. That's what I'm going to do. Another way. Swizzle lazy Susan around. There we go. Secret seed again. Well, it's very juicy and bad. There we go. So I'm just going to let that dry a bit because it must have been just where I stamped it. It's very, very liquidy. Okay. I'll get that nice and clean. Put that away. So, I was saying to the ladies in the weekend that I had a bit of a change around in craft room in my office, and some of the things I don't know where they are now. It's scary. But what I have done is move what I use all the time onto my actual desk. So I'll just show you how that looks because it's actually quite messy on here. But I've got my Lazy Susan on the desk where I've got that over there. I've got my acrylic blocks. So I'll just pop this up a little bit and you can have a look. So there's the Lazy Susan there, and it just twirls around. It's got a few different things in it. Okay, Oh, hello.
I'm going to have to go. Okay. Eli's still here. I don't know what's holding her lifting her up, but she's supposed to be picking him up.
Okay.
So he's still here, so, and Bobby's not too far away, so.
Okay. 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 So, the landlady's grandchildren are getting picked up. Okay. What's this? I think I'm going to make it banner cut. Okay. All right. Okay. So that on there. These on there. And this on the other side. So let's pop them up on. So I'm going to put on here first, and then put on the card. And there's our first. The first card. It's the second or third card made out of the set. Okay, and on to here we go. Curled up a little bit there, and it's going to lay it out a bit again. Put that down there like that, because remember about the thirds, and put these up here like that, or down there, up there. One up there and one down. Is that too much? Too much. Okay, let's put this one on. Now, am I going to be able to use? No, I'm going to have to use a mini one. If I can put them. Okay, I'm going to have to cut these. Oops, I dropped some dimensionals on the floor and it stuck to the carpet. So it's cut. Oh, sticky. Alright, so I'm going to put it right up to the edge of the card. Here we go. And then stick these on here. Cool. I suppose you could colour them in golden. So let's just put one at, it's probably 2/3, and I'll put one up the top. for fingers and thumbs. Okay, so this is what you can create if you're even just using some of the DSP as the background, and some of the other die cuts. You don't have to do heaps and heaps of work, and it looks really cool. It's just the DSP sets it off, and adding just that little element of detail. Smashing. There we go. Just turn off that light, see if that will help. There we go. Nice, lovely card to get, and really good to create. Okay, thank you for joining me today on Ink with Iona, and I'll see you on Monday. Now Monday will be the first. It'll be the first Monday of the month, which is June already, and it will be free with purchase if you spend $40. But I'll still be creating something that you can replicate using this particular set DSP, and we'll see how we go then. Okay, so we'll catch you then.